Hey there guys, DMO73 here with Paul, and he's giving me the deck profile for the deck that he built for this week.
I got something in my eye. I'm still...
You still... You okay there, buddy?
It's a little weepy, I guess,
okay,
from that.
So, what would you call this list, Paul?
I call it Shovel Knight because he sat next to my graveyard the whole time.
Okay, so this is Shovel Knight Rezzard.
This is Shovel Knight Rezzard.
Hashtag Shovel Knight Rezzard, here we go.
If you want an actual name, it's Recur Rezzard.
Recur Rezzard.
Shovel Knight Rezzard is infinitely better.
Okay, sounds good. So, obviously Rezzard.
So, obviously Rezzard, he's good, and when you flip him, he does bonkers things.
With the God's Art.
With the God's Art. I did something super funny in game 2 that would have happened if I didn't get flames, but whatever. We'll try it next time.
Yeah.
Stone lineup.
Okay.
4 Black Silence,
Okay.
and 4 Heaven's Rift, as well as the 2 Moonshade to make sure I get what I need. I always hit Darkness that way, and then I have that for stuff in the deck that you'll see pretty soon.
Okay.
And that's for any wind stuff, like Behemoth.
Yay, Behemoth! Getting that turn to Behemoth. Yay.
So the main thing about this deck was it's got that whole that mill effect. So we had the 4 Prowler, which was putting in awesome work.
Yeah, dude, 7/7 Prowler.
That was ridiculous. The 4 Elvish Priest, this is just so I can go, as you saw first game, into first turn Behemoth if I get so fortunate.
Or the Book of Eibon.
The Book of Eibon. The 1 Yamata, this actually gets really clunky if it's more than 1. That's the theory anyway. We might try 2 in the future if I really feel like playing this deck anymore. I'll play the 3 Behemoth as the foil. He's the 4 main cards of the deck. Very good card, especially when it gets bounced.
Would you like some salt? Would you like a little more?
The 4 Scythe, because it's a Rezzard deck, so there's no need to explain that. Especially if I get to steal stuff. This
for sure.
Really, really good. 3 Laevateinn, so I can make sure I go off
faster.
I play the 4 Niflheim because it's really good with all the other stuff in the deck that becomes a zombie with Necromancy.
Oh, right.
Not only does it mill, it also pumps all your zombies up by +2. So this makes it a zombie, and it gives it +2 already, so you get a +4 right here.
Okay, awesome.
Really, really strong. When I have my boss monsters in my hand, I want to get want them to get out of my hand. Cannot talk, so I use Soul Hunt.
To simultaneously generate some advantage from getting rid of your opponent's stuff too, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Definitely. Especially if they Scion and don't see anything in my hand except a Behemoth.
Yep, there's some salt on my end, thank you very much.
For Stoning the Death, it needs defense, so the deck plays these guys, probably some of the best removal in the game. So
hard killing stuff.
3 Book of Eibon and the 3 Genesis Creation to round out the recursion engine. This is bonkers when Eibon's in the grave. I've actually used this to bring back Niflheim before, and that just does other weird bonkers stuff as well, because it also brings that back because it's also a field edition. And fun fact of the day.
Yeah.
Be
pretty good. So any changes off the top of your head that you would make to the list?
Something better.
Okay.
In general.
Would you consider putting some kind of Regalia that gives Rezzard target attack to make use of visibility a little bit faster?
Maybe Excalibur would be good.
Okay.
I think I might take the deck in a different direction then, because the deck doesn't necessarily revolve around Rezzard, because it's mostly supposed to just dump things. That's usually what Rezzard's job is. It only comes off as a last ditch effort sort of thing.
Okay.
It would be great to have Excalibur just to be able to attack in endgame, but it's not necessary.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks a lot, buddy. And as always, go ahead and tell us down below what you think about the deck, what changes you would make to it, what direction you would take the list in. And as always, this is DMO73, so like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, this is DMO73 again. Let me tell you, say my name again, one more time. And my buddy Paul. It's late, but good stuff. And this is me and him, and we are signing off.